Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy, and today thought I would do like a Indy Car F1 car, because both are really popular right now, which is interesting because they were kind of like foreign to NASCAR growing up. Like NASCAR was the thing, and like IndyCar, like the Indianapolis 500 was the only thing that really registered. But the other day we were up in Arlington, Texas, doing balloons, and you could not get through Arlington because the Arlington Grand Prix was in town. Um, and then yeah. Anyway, F1 was up there somewhere. I know they have the track in Austin. My daughter was thrilled to go see. She was excited about it. Um, One of the cool things about it is the really flashy colors. And so in this case, I am going to grab this. Uh, This is an Imperial Red by Sempertex. Okay, so it's a nice, deep, rich red. And then I'm going to grab a black. And the black is going to be the accents and the wheels and stuff. All right, so we're going to start off with our red. And I'm going to inflate it right at about halfway. All right, like I said, see how deep, rich red that is. We got about just over a hand and a thumb, about two full hands there. And then I want to start with just a single pinch twist. Okay, and I only need a single pinch twist there because we're going to put that front, it's not bumper, like it draws the air down. Well, anyway, technical terms, right? Then we're going to do a 3-finger bubble for the, actually, excuse me, reverse. We're going to do two-finger bubbles. Okay, and they're going to come apart, and that's okay. I just want to make that soft, so I can push the air out of it, because the wheels are going to end up going between those two-finger bubbles. And then we're going to do a set of pinch twists to help shape everything, keep everything in line. Okay, and so far we have one vertical and then two horizontal. Remember, because they're side by side instead of on top of each other. All right, and then we're going to do a 4-finger bubble, 2 more small pinch twists, and come back down matching into that first set of double pinch twists. And then one of our favorite techniques here, we're going to squeeze the air out and push it down the remainder of the balloon to bring us back to where we want to continue twisting. Now, with the F1 car and the Indy car, they have the open cockpit, so probably just going to leave that open, but you could put a clear or even a white there. It'd be entirely up to you. All right, then we're going to do the kind of the tail section where the wheels are going to go. So again, a 2-finger bubble, a 2-finger bubble, and squeeze the air out of that second 2-finger bubble just a little bit to make it nice and soft. And then a pinch twist. And that pinch twist is going to turn the remainder of the balloon up. We're going to do a small 3-finger bubble, and then a pinch twist. And then I'm going to do two-finger split bubbles on each side of that pinch twist. Wrap everything in there, and that's the tail fin. And we're going to go ahead and pop that last little bit. And I'm going to do it got kind of tight. There we go. All right. Boop. And so because we did that, wrap it around good, tuck it in, or tie it off if you can. All right. And so that pinch twist goes in the middle to split the tail fin. All right, so we have our body of our car. Now we're going to take our black. We're going to go ahead and inflate it about halfway. We're going to do this in sections. All right. So the first section is two to 3-finger bubbles And between those bubbles, we're going to wrap in that pinch twist. Okay. And again, that's going to be that front, it's not a bumper, I don't know what else to call it. It's the airfoil or whatever that keeps the car on the ground. All right, we're going to tear off and save the remainder of the balloon. Now we're going to tie off the other side of this. Okay, and then position it on either side of that front pinch twist, and I'm going to trim it down. Trim off the nozzle, trim off behind the other knot, just to give it a little bit cleaner look. All right, then remember we did this so that it's good and soft. We want that to remain soft, or was it, when you twist it, it'll get a little tighter, and that's okay. We're going to make wheels, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this twice because you have a front set of wheels and a back set of wheels, and they're all the same size. If you do like a dragster, you might do the back wheels bigger. But you're going to do a tulip twist. Push the air, or push the nozzle knot back up into it, and then we want a small spacer bubble. Okay, tulip twist, small spacer bubble. And then we're going to wrap around. All right. And then we're going to do a small spacer bubble. And then we're going to kind of squeeze some air out, because we're going to want to tulip twist this. But we need it to be nice and soft. There we go. Squeeze some air out. Tear off. Tie off to save it, so you're not having to re-inflate it again. Then tie very close to the part where you just tore off, so that you have enough of the balloon that you can push in, make another tulip twist, and you might almost untwist that spacer bubble, because now when you do the tulip twist, it's going to create the spacer bubble, but you also want to be able to push back into it. Okay, yes, this part is going to take some trial and error and practice, but luckily you have one more chance to do it. But if you get it in there, you've got tulip twist, spacer bubble, tulip twist. Okay, and then I'm going to set him down for just a second. We're going to go ahead and start the other one. Same process. Tulip twist. I'll let go of the knot like I just did. Okay, spacer bubble. Now, if you're more comfortable with it, you can wait to put it on the car by going ahead and doing your spacer bubble. Just make sure that you're holding on to those bubbles. Okay, so you need to have a finger between them. And then give yourself some space. Let that go. Let that air out a little bit. Tie off the knot. Make sure that we get it pulled all the way through so we don't lose the air. And then do the tulip twist. And you may find that neither one of them is any easier than the other. It's all about my favorite word, practice, right? Yes, I say that word a lot. But see, we've got our tires, and we're going to split at the back, wrap the tires around, and there you have a little Indy car, a little F1 car. And then, like I said, if you choose, where's my clear scrap? I'm not even going to do a full cockpit. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, and I'm going to make a decent sized pinch twist. using my clear. And double knot it. I'm just going to put it at the front of the cockpit. So, recovering from a pop, I had to kind of redo the whole thing. But you see I have attached basically a windscreen there. And then you have the whole F1 Indy Car. Anyway, there you have an Indy or F1 car. As always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.